What's popping, y'all? It's your girl HeyParis here, back at it again with another story time. Not really back at it again because I haven't done a story time in a very long time, but I've been saving this story time specifically for months and months and months now because I've been in a good place. I've been happy. I've been on cloud nine. I've been enjoying my daughter, enjoying my family, enjoying my new life as a mother. It's been nothing but positivity, and I know that when I talk about the situation, when I talk about this topic, when I speak about this person, it is going to piss me off. Therefore, I've been holding this back for a while because I've been enjoying my peace. I've been enjoying being happy. But I woke up today and I was like, today's the day. Let me just tell the damn story. But before I tell you guys about today's story, let me tell you about Scentbird. I talk about Scentbird all the time, but for a good reason. Y'all will never ever catch me smelling bad. Y'all will never ever catch me not smelling delicioso. Y'all will never not catch me smelling delectable. As you guys probably already know, but I'm gonna remind you again, Scentbird is a monthly subscription for perfume lovers like you and I, where you can get the top brand luxury perfumes for the low low. They come in these cute cases right here. So cute. Imagine taking this out your purse and just like, what? Hotgirl.com/you could never ever try me. You get to pick what perfume you want every single month, so there's no surprises, and they have the top brands: Gucci, Marc Jacobs, Versace, you name it, they got it. So you can just simply open up the case and you're able to see which perfume you have in your hand. This one is Get a Room and Order Champagne by Confessions of a Rebel. And when I tell you guys that I fell in love with this perfume and ordered the full-size bottle because it smells that rich, luxurious, bougie, everything you could ever imagine when it comes to like having obnoxiously way too much money, that's what this smells like. I wore this for a week and compliments were non-stop. So take it from me, if you're signing up with Scentbird after watching this video, please put Get a Room and Order Champagne by Confessions of a Rebel on your list. You need to smell this. You need to. The next one I got was East 12th by Ashley Benson, and this, okay, I understand. This smells like the prettiest girl I've ever laid my eyes on through my nose. I bet you whoever Ashley Benson is a baddie. And then I also got a cult favorite, which is Juicy Couture, Couture La La. Unbeatable, cute, fresh, sexy, sweet scent. Love it. Every single time I smell it, I'm like, let me get another bottle. And Scentbird even gives you these cards so you can read the notes that are in the perfume. And you can see what the full-size bottles look like. I keep one in my car, one in my husband's car, and one in whatever purse I'm wearing that day. Because you will never catch me smelling regular. I'ma always have you asking, Paris, what you got on? All the information you need to know about Scentbird is going to be in the description box down below for your convenience. And if you use the coupon code HeyParis55, you can get 55% off your first month with Scentbird. You're welcome. Make sure to click the link in the description box down below, sign up, and as always, thank me later. And thank you, Scentbird, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so as you guys know, I was pregnant with the baby that I've been praying for. Finding out I was pregnant was the happiest day of my entire life, and this pregnancy meant a lot to me. So before we get to how this person tried to ruin my baby shower, as you can see by the title down below, let's go back a few months before I even announced my pregnancy, okay? My cousin, he was having a gender reveal. I planned the gender reveal. So I got balloons from him from this girl that I found on Instagram. No problems, no issues. Transaction was clean, clear, and under control, okay? Then I announced my pregnancy and I had my own gender reveal. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but when it comes to event planning, I am very meticulous. I am very detail oriented. So because I already hired this girl for my cousin's gender reveal, I was like, okay, it's my turn to have a gender reveal. I'm just gonna hire her again. There was no issues, there was no problems. She did what needed to be done. So I hired her for my gender reveal. I hired her for a luxury balloon arch thingy. I don't know what it's called. And she did a great job. I won't take that away from her. I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna be malicious. She's good at what she does. That's not the issue. That's not the problem. So like I said, I hired her for my balloon arches or whatever. And I hired another girl for my pop balloon, like my gender reveal pop balloon, the balloon that we pop to find out what the gender is. Then the first girl who I hired for the balloon arches, she said she wanted to gift me a gender reveal pop balloon. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Like, that's so kind of her. Thinking this is coming from the goodness of her heart. Like, she was like, okay, I've worked with you before. You seemed really nice. I'm so excited and happy that you're pregnant, about to have a baby. Here's a free gender reveal pop balloon. I'm not thinking this is a business transaction because, bitch, who in their right mind accepts a helium balloon as payment to promote someone's business? Never heard of that? You hear how dumb that sounds? It sounds stupid, right? Because it is. It's stupid. Had my gender reveal, tagged her in all the pictures, tagged her on my Instagram story. And as you guys know, I am a very in the moment type of person. I don't vlog what I do when it's something really important like my wedding. I wouldn't and couldn't vlog my wedding. I wouldn't and couldn't vlog my baby shower. I need to just enjoy the moment with my friends and family and be there. During my gender reveal, during my baby shower, I'm so sorry about it. I'm not thinking about the internet. I am not thinking about the internet. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to be posting when this event is done, because this is my real life baby that is really in my real life stomach, that is really developing and ready to come into this real world. The internet is the last thing on my mind. I'm celebrating and enjoying this time with my family. So even with my gender reveal, I don't have a camera set up for when we pop the balloon. I don't care who's recording and who's not recording. If no one was recording at all, I still wouldn't have a problem with it. If you watch my gender reveal video on YouTube, you can see how shitty and crappy the footage was. I did not care. I don't care. This was not for the internet. This was for me and my people. So if you were there, that's the only thing I cared about. Anyways, gender reveal was a smash. No problems, no issues with that either. And because she gifted me a gender reveal balloon for free, I told the other girl who I bought a gender reveal balloon from that I didn't need it anymore because I got one. And like a real business owner, like someone who cares about their clients, like someone who has empathy and understands that things happen and would like a returning customer, she gave me a store credit, which I was fine with because I could use that store credit for my baby shower, which we'll talk about next. So since there were no problems and I had no issue with this balloon girl, I hired her for my baby shower. And this is a baby shower that I have envisioned since before I knew who my husband was. This is a baby shower that I've literally went to sleep and had dreams about. This is a baby shower that was very extremely important to me, okay? So I showed her my ideas. She quoted me a price. I think the price was like very close. I shouldn't even say the price. I should not even say the price because anyways, the price for the balloons was a lie. And I don't care who I am, what I do, how much I make. I'm sorry, at the end of the day, balloons are balloons. They're filled with air and you can't take them home as a souvenir. So, but that's not an issue, that's not a problem. At the end of the day, I'm paying for how beautiful it looks and the time it takes for this person to set up the balloons. So I get it, I understand. But with the balloons being so expensive, I wanted to save money on the backdrop. So I kept going back and forth with her on how I could save money on the backdrop. I don't see what the issue or like what is the annoyance with that? I don't understand. I'm paying you a very large amount of money for these balloons. I'm asking you how can I save money on the backdrop? And the way that she's replying to me is as if she's annoyed, as if I'm bothering her, as if I'm wasting her time, as if I didn't just give you a wad of cash for balloons and all I'm asking for is how can we spend less money and try to help your clients. I would think that, right? But the thing with being an influencer is people think you're willing and ready to just throw cash at them, when in reality, I want to be treated just like any other client you have. I don't want any special treatment. If you gave me that balloon because I'm an influencer and for some reason you felt like you needed to do that, no, I just want you to treat me the way you would treat anybody else. And to me, it's like this event is in celebration of my new child. I'm trying to save as much money as I can. I don't care how much money I have in the bank. I don't care how much money I'm going to make tomorrow. I want to save as much money as possible for my daughter. Point blank period. Especially if I'm spending that much money on balloons. And mind you, I'm not asking her for a discount on anything. I'm just asking her, are there other alternatives that I can do in order to achieve the look that I'm looking for? And her responses were just so dry and so like, I'm annoyed by you. Until she was like, yeah, someone else already booked the backdrop, so I can't even give you the backdrops anymore. I was like, okay. While I was talking to her, I was already looking for someone else to get me the backdrop. So when she confirmed she no longer has a backdrop, I found someone else who was able to give me the backdrops. Now here's where everything just went left out of nowhere for absolutely no reason whatsoever at all. I simply specifically asked her, what length and width should I tell the backdrop lady to rent me? Because the lady I was getting the backdrops from was asking me like what length I need. This girl would not give me an answer. She kept saying stuff like, I don't work with other people's backdrops. I'm not gonna tell you what length or width to tell this person. I don't work with other people's work and I don't want anything to do with it. And I'm sitting there like, just tell me what length and width backdrop you would have used if I were to buy your backdrop. But because I'm not buying your backdrop, she wants to make shit hard for me for absolutely no reason. I'm not understanding. Mind you, please keep in mind throughout this entire story that I am 9 months pregnant. I am 9 months pregnant. 9 months. And one thing about a real bitch, one thing about real bitches is as much as you don't like someone, as much as you might hate someone, well, this is me anyways. This is what I consider real bitch mentality, okay? If you're a real ass bitch, no matter how much you hate someone or how much you dislike them or whatever the case may be, if they are pregnant, you do everything in your power to not stress them out. That's just me though. Maybe that's just my heart. I don't know. But I've had beef with people who were pregnant before. And I put that beef in the archives until after you push that baby out. That's just me. I'm not trying to stress out no pregnant woman. Anyways, she did not want to tell me the length and width of this backdrop. She was making it way harder than it had to be. Our little discussion turned a little heated because I just couldn't understand what the issue or the problem was. She was typing in caps, just doing the absolute most for absolutely no reason. Just straight up rude. And now the day before my baby shower, I had my baby shower on the 25th. On the 24th of June, I get a message saying that she has COVID-19 and she can no longer do my baby shower and that she's going to refund me. No issue, no problem. A big inconvenience to me, yes, because my baby shower is tomorrow, but I get it. It's a pandemic. You have COVID-19, sucks for you. But I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her. I felt like she was just saying that because she didn't want to work with me anymore, and she waited till the last minute to tell me she's not going to work with me, to inconvenience me as much as possible. But what can I do? What can I say? Even though I feel like if this was my business and I had to cancel on someone last minute, I would do everything in my power to try and help you because your event is tomorrow. So whether that be me trying to find someone else to do balloons for you and still refund you your money, but I'm a different type of business owner. The way I run my business is like, customer service is number one always, because I don't want a quick bag. I want a returning bag. I want my bag to keep coming. I want my customers to keep coming. I don't want a payment from you and then I never see you again. Not happening. If I had COVID-19 and I had to cancel on someone a day before their big event, what I would do is I would look around for someone who could work the event. This person doesn't have to know me. They don't have to have worked with me before. Nothing. As long as they are available tomorrow to blow up balloons in the style that my client requested, I'm gonna personally message them, explain the situation, ask if they can blow up the balloons for the event for me. And then I would send my client the message and be like, hey, I got COVID-19. I cannot work your event. I'm so sorry, but I found another balloon artist that would be able to help you. This is her Instagram. This is how much she charged. I already spoke to her. She said she can do it. She could be there on time. And I'm gonna refund your money as well. There would be no problem. There would be no issue. And anyone who thinks that that's going out of their way could never run a successful business. Anyways, so I'm trying to find solutions for myself, even though she should be trying to find solutions for me. And I asked her, can someone else set up the balloons for me? She didn't answer. So I messaged her and I said, is there any way that you can go to the event before anyone else gets there? Because my party started at 5 o'clock and the event space was open from 11. I could have even pushed that back to 9 o'clock. So baby girl, put on your PPE, put on your medical booties, your medical gown, your mask, cover up your head, wear your goggles, whatever you need to do to get the job done. Do it before anyone else is in the event space. Several hours before anyone else is in the event space. When I say that now, that's when she wants to reply. She was like, I said I'm COVID positive. I cannot leave my room. And you telling me to go there and set up the balloons? Why would you put your unborn baby at risk like that? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you dumb? You know how stupid you sound? You really thought you did something with that line. Like she really said that and was like, oh, I got her now. Ooh, I know she's got... No, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. And right then and there is when I lost all respect for her and I was like, yeah, You're done. And not to mention, I didn't believe your ass. I did not believe you to begin with. And this girl just keeps going. Even though I'm telling her, I'm like, listen, I'm 9 months pregnant. I can't keep going back and forth with you. Just give me my refund. At this point, she's like, you'll get your refund at the end of the day. Why do I have to wait until the end of the day to get my refund? This is making absolutely no sense. Again, you're going out of your way to try and make my life miserable for what? And I told her that. And she's like, you're gonna wait like everyone else. And in my head, I'm like, what is me and everyone else waiting for? All you have to do is go into your banking app, press refund, and turn your phone off. First of all, you should have sent the refund before you even sent me the message saying that you can't do the event. Like, do I have to sit here and teach you how to run a business for real? And at this point, she's just being spiteful. She's doing this on purpose for spite. I don't know what type of person goes out of their way to try and make a 9-month pregnant woman stressed out, but she was acting like this shit was making her horny. That's how she was acting. Very weird behavior. Very, very weird. So at this point, I'm annoyed, I'm pissed, I'm upset, and I tell her, delete every single picture you have of me and my gender reveal off your page right now. Everything. She was like, okay, it's not like you tagged me anyways. First of all, I did tag you without you having to ask me, and without me even having to tag you. I didn't need to tag you. This was not a business transaction. And she's like, you're the only influencer who doesn't. You didn't even take videos of the gender reveal balloon pop. At this point, I'm like, oh, is that what it is? You gave me a free helium balloon and you expected me to accept that as payment in exchange to promote your business on my social media. Imagine if the world worked like that. Like, what are you talking about? Me and her never had a discussion about her giving me a free balloon and me giving her a high quality video of me popping this balloon. I thought this was coming from the goodness of your heart. She then went on to say something like, she declined 6 people to accommodate me. Now, why would you go ahead and do that, you lying ass trick? Now, why in the hell would you do that? You declined 6 people's transactions to accept mine? I don't understand how you're running this business, because why in the world would you decline 6 people to accept me? You're just talking to talk now. I hate when people unnecessarily lie. What is this lie for? And that's not even the biggest lie, because 3 days after my baby shower, which by the way went beautifully, everything ran smoothly. I had my balloons, I had everything from a different vendor, okay? Thank God. I'm highly favored, okay? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. When are you hoes gonna realize this? But 3 days after my baby shower, I go on her page just curious because, you know, I want to see how she's doing. You know, she has COVID-19. I want to make sure she's okay and, you know, she's doing all right and all that, you know what I mean? 3 days later, she posts pictures of her at a wedding where the welcome sign says June 28th. My party was on the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. This is a medical miracle. Bitch, you don't got COVID no more. You don't have COVID anymore after 3 days. This is miraculous. Not only is she at this wedding, but she's at this wedding with absolutely no mask on, this close to the bride. The bride's face is right here and she's just, like, you didn't just test positive for COVID-19? I'm not understanding. So at this point, you either lied like I suspected, or you put this entire wedding party at risk for COVID-19. Public endangerment in this hoe. So I had to confront her about this. I sent her a few messages. She didn't reply. She had nothing to say. She read it, but she had absolutely nothing at all to say. Listen, if I was truly COVID positive, I'd be like, the fact that you are over here thinking that I lied about having COVID-19, she had nothing to say. Not a damn thing in the world to say, bitch. And honestly, that pissed me off even more because I'm like, the lie was for what? So I sat down, I recorded a video for my members only here on YouTube, and I was very vicious. I was very mean. I said a lot of things that honestly, I do not take back. Everything I said in that video, I meant that with my heart, okay? And my members really felt the anger that was in me. Like, I was really upset. It was very, very upsetting for me, okay? And I said the company's name, I said their Instagram, I showed all the details that I need to show and talk about. Members got my back. They went on our Instagram and they were asking, like, where COVID-19 where? You're at a wedding. Like, what's going on, baby girl? Like, why lie? You know what I mean? My members were doing what my members do. That's when she messaged me and said that she has flagged my Instagram account for harassment. What are you talking about? And she was replying back to my members and talking shit to them. She told one girl, you can't even afford me. And when you say stuff like that, karma got you written down in the notebook. If you tell someone you can't even afford me, you can't even afford to hire me, baby girl, soon enough, you're not gonna be able to afford your rents. That car note, the Botox you need right up here. Do I need to keep going? Don't ever say stuff like that. The power of the tongue is very real. Anyways, she was just talking the most shit. All my members were sending me screenshots of what she was saying to them. She was being nasty, and I get it. They're on your page, calling you out for being the liar that you are. I'd be mad too, but I also wouldn't lie about having COVID. And listen, if she wasn't lying about having COVID and she really did have COVID, let me explain to you why she's still wrong. When she responded to me, she basically sent me a screenshot saying that the government says that you only have to quarantine for 5 days. And I said, okay, but you said you were COVID positive on the 24th. That was the day before my baby shower. So that would make it 4 days. Because you were at the wedding on the 28th. She then goes to say she found out she was COVID positive on the 23rd. Here's why you're still wrong. Because if you found out you're COVID positive on the 23rd, why are you going out of your way to tell me that you're COVID positive the day before my baby shower when you could have told me a day ahead? You could have told me on the 23rd when you got your results. But you made sure to wait last minute to tell me you have COVID because you wanted to inconvenience me. Point blank, period. And when I said that, she ain't had nothing to say. She was just talking about absolutely anything else. And even then, if you got your COVID positive test on the 23rd, who in their right mind would go to a wedding on the 25th, on the 5th day? If the government says that you can go outside and interact with people on the 5th day, I'm not going to no damn wedding. I'm not going to a wedding and putting these old people and these children at risk to contract COVID-19 from me. I don't care about if you're vaccinated, not vaccinated. Any person with a good heart and a conscience would stay their asses at home. Am I right? Is that just me? I would not be going to the wedding. I would call the bride and be like, I'm so sorry, COVID positive. I know I'm able to go out, but I'm not going to because I do not want to risk it. But honestly, she seems like the type of bitch to have COVID and want to give it to everyone else because she's miserable. That's what she's giving. That's what she's giving. She's giving, I have COVID and y'all should have COVID too because I don't want to have COVID by myself. That's truly the personality that she possesses. And she was also telling my members that I was trying to be sneaky and I was trying to tell her to come and set up the balloons while she had COVID and nobody would know. Bitch, what are you talking about? I can put the message right here. I simply asked you, can you set up the balloons before anyone else? I didn't say, and don't tell nobody. I don't want anyone to know that you're gonna be there setting up the balloons. This is just between me and you. I didn't say that, ho. I said, could you set it up, yes or no? Answer the question. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Where's the sneakiness coming into that? That's you trying to add on to the story to make yourself sound like you're in the right. You're not in the right, no matter how you put it. If you had COVID, you're not in the right because you should have told me as soon, me and whoever else you had booked out, you should have told us as soon as you had COVID. Not only that, but you should have also put on your page that you're COVID positive. I feel like if I have a business where I have to interact with people in person, I'm going to put on my Instagram, you guys, I tested positive for COVID. Anyone who has booked for the next week or two, I'm sorry, I have to cancel. You didn't do that because you're money hungry and you didn't want people to know you had COVID. You're the sneaky one, bitch. You're the real sneaky one. You had nothing on your page to let people know you had COVID. Not a story, nothing. It was videos and pictures of you looking crazy as hell, might I add, doing nothing important. No mention of COVID-19 to the public, to your clients, nothing at all. And you were still working people's events. So if you had COVID, you're wrong because you should have told us as soon as possible. You should have posted it on your Instagram and you shouldn't have went to that wedding. There's no reason for you to be at that wedding if you were COVID positive 5 days ago. Do I have to tell you that? Why do I have to tell you that? If you didn't have COVID, you're a liar and spiteful and evil as fuck. Like, you lose either way. Either way, you lose. And although it's upsetting to me, I already know what this future has in store for her because people like that, people with personalities like that, with work ethics like that, you will never prosper. I don't have to do anything. I do not have to tell you guys the name of her company, her name, where she's located, nothing. I don't have to say anything. Karma will do its thing. I don't have to mention her whatsoever at all. The only people who know who she is are my members on YouTube and my subscribers on Instagram. I don't have to wish her any ill. I don't have to send people to go comment on her page. Her time is coming. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or 5 years from now, it'll come. Trust me. And let me also say, this is not about balloons. Everything you guys just heard me say is not about balloons. I don't give a damn about the balloons. I don't care. It's not about the balloons. It's about the principle. It's about the way she spoke to me, knowing that I'm pregnant. It's the way she conducted herself. It's the nasty and rude and spiteful things that she did throughout our conversations. It's the fact that you expected me to take a helium balloon as payment for a business transaction, bitch. This ain't got shit to do with the balloons. The balloons is a first world problem. That is not the issue here. It's the principle. It's the disrespect. It's the mean girl attitude. Her attitude stank, but you don't have to if you use the code below to get yourself 55% off your first subscription with Scentbird. Anyways, y'all, I'm done diddly-un. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter. All that jazz will be in the description box down below for your convenience. And remember to be a good person because good things will happen to you. I promise. Toodles.